see my face? Huh? You want to see my face? Yeah. You be careful what you wish for. What's up? It's fall camp. LSU's kicking ass, taking names. Rock and roll forces, Wilco, are in this town tonight, in the city tonight. We got 2 tickets to paradise, baby. And it's, despite some really awful news with my favorite football club, Barcelona, and Lionel Messi, I wouldn't even say leaving, forced against his will. It's horrible. There's some horrible news, and I'm trying to be as positive as I can to bury the messy sadness that is running my brain. And so I'm going to try and bring some LSU fall camp vibes, and some Wilco vibes, to the party here today. It's not too hot over here, so we're doing good with that. Not as hot as it was the last few days in Baton Rouge, but today there was some rain as well in Baton Rouge for a bit there. And the Tigers, day 3 of fall camp, what have we seen? What has stuck out the most? What has stuck out the most is, how precautionary and smart the staff are being with gold jerseys for players who don't really seem to be too beaten up, too knocked up with injuries, but it seems like they're taking no chances with anybody's health, even before the Brennan injury, but now more than ever. And I love it. These guys are going to be in for a long, grueling practice session here for the next month, going into that week 1 matchup against UCLA, and I think they need every reprieve they will get, especially after such a long, cycle of really kind of slower practices, less contact practices from 2020. So you want to protect your team and ease them in as much as you can. And so I see a lot of guys. Ali Gay was in a gold jersey. Landon Jackson, as we brought you that update on LSUODYSSEY.com, speaking with his father, Larry Jackson. And, things are looking really good for Landon. Things are looking like his recovery is all coming together. And he should be on the field during the fall at some point in time as he, completes that recovery. We're looking ahead to a really full 2022 second year. But, Ali Gay, we're not sure exactly the injury. I'm hearing it was some type of hand injury or something like that. My source wasn't too sure. They're being very tight-lipped about some of these prospective injuries, Jack Marucci especially, which is to be expected. But there was some things that stuck out to us for sure. Sage Ryan already has an interception after 3 fall camp practices. I mean, there's a reason we had him and Jack Besh as our top 2 most explosive freshmen coming into 2021. The article is right there for anyone to see on LSUODYSSEY.com. We named Sage Ryan as our top defensive freshman of 2021 and Jack Besh as our top offensive freshman of 2021 for a reason. And you're seeing that play out day by day right there on the gridiron. Everybody's loving it. You're hearing the oohs and ahs, but here's the thing. It's more than that. Just watch the film. See how they terrorize their fellow high school opposition and teammates during those practice film sessions. And then you see what they're doing comparatively to the college opposition, and it's in concert. You're seeing the exact trajectory you would like to see from these guys. So it's a great thing. It's a great thing for Besh and for Sage Ryan. Sage Ryan already with an interception, fantastic. But more than that, Sage Ryan is going to probably be our starting nickel day one. I mean, I don't think Cordell Flott is going to take over that spot. I don't think. Hey, how's it going? Yeah, I don't think Cordell Flott is going to take over that spot. I don't think. I just don't see anybody else being able to challenge him for reps except for Pig Cage, Quinton Pig Cage. He looks really good during these practices. He has fantastic foot speed. I mean, his cutting ability is really, really, really good. We're not really seeing too much. We're just seeing the drills here, okay? We're not seeing anything that's, oh my gosh, did you just see that? Oh my God, did you see that? We're seeing the drills, the cone work. But some of this stuff is the most important stuff of all. I think that dog's an Alabama fan. But we're seeing, the small stuff, the details that turn a championship team, turn a team into a championship team. And one of those is Max Johnson, how he throws intermediary passes. I'm loving it. Right now, the timing, the pace of his release, I'm loving it. He's throwing the long ball well, too. Throwing some deep shots to the running backs, even. You saw Armani Goodwin on a go route, and you saw Corey Kiner going underneath. You saw Ty Davis Price going underneath. You saw some passes to Coy Moore. I saw a Jeray Jenkins drop from a great pass from Max Johnson. Jeray was pissed as hell. I even saw a Besh drop, but it was also kind of a bad pass from Max, kind of leading him a bit too wide. And Jack Besh goes, just so pissed. He believes he can catch every pass. I don't think he was blaming Max or anything whatsoever. He was like, it should have been my ball, because he reached a hand out. It clapped off his hand, and he wanted that one-handed catch. That's the type of dude we're dealing with here. That's the reason I put him within the top 2 most explosive freshmen. There's a reason. Max Johnson's looking good. He's slinging the ball around. Derek Stingley is looking big. There's another thing, too. The size of our corners. I mean, I've been talking about it for a few years. How Corey Raymond is just how DBU has become 6'2" or nothing for you. And everybody who joins is either 6'2" or above. And he knows that size is everything, and it allows you to cut off every pass with that size. Every pass, all over the shoulders. It gives you that extra chance, that extra inch, along with the recovery, of course. But wouldn't you see a guy like Dwight McLaughlin, who looks like a strong safety, the body of a strong safety, Derek Stingley Jr., who you compare him to 2019, he is sizably different, sizably bigger. His arms are huge. He just looks so big now in comparison. Dwight McLaughlin as well. He'll be that third cornerback, rotating behind Eli. I love how this has become news. It was almost like news to everybody when Shea Dixon reported the other day, Dwight McLaughlin will be the third cornerback in a rotation behind Eli Ricks and Derek Stingley Jr. It's like, okay. It's been that way for a year now, but, breaking news. It's okay. I've done my own stupid shit too. But it's just, I don't know. No surprise there. But these corners are huge. LSU are going to have a fantastic secondary this year. Jordan Tolles looking really good at safety. Jay Ward, everyone's going to call him unproven at safety position. 4 interceptions during spring against our offense, our receivers, is not, that's not unproven to me. Still, we have to see him, playing SEC games at safety, of course. He never played safety in his life until this spring, but I believe in him strongly. I don't think there's any way he can fail. If he does, maybe we're putting too much reverence in LSU's ability to move players position to position. Maybe we don't have enough reverence for how tough of a position safety really is. But I think it also depends. Jay Ward's success also depends on who his partner is back there at the safety position and whether he can rely on them 100%. So whether it's Jordan Tolles, whether Sage Ryan moves back to that safety position out of nickel, whether it's Todd Harris, whether it's Major Burns, there's a lot of different options there. A lot of different options. But whoever that guy is, he's got to be able to let Jay Ward do what Jay Ward does. And if that isn't possible, then LSU are going to have a very interesting defensive season as we try and figure out how we can navigate a defensive opening along one of our safety positions, which also then threatens the stability of our other safety. So you got to have that tandem down. I would rather have I'd rather Jay Ward have partner right now, an obvious partner right now, whether that be Jordan Tolles, whether that be Todd Harris, Major Burns. Take your pick. But I would rather have it be known already going into camp. The fact that it's not leads me to believe that, we could also use a rotating cast of those guys. Major Burns, Todd Harris, Jordan Tolles. We could use all 3 of those guys depending on the matchups. So, say, feeling one guy's better at coverage, use him. Feel like one guy's better at covering the run, you use him. Feel like one guy's way better at reading the quarterback, use him. But that's the thing. This is a time to identify who is the best at all 3 of those. Who's the best at all, everything, the whole package that safety brings to the table. Who has those instincts? Who has that anticipation? Who can make those hits? Who can cover that gap? Who can cover that complete space? Who can make up that space? Who can recover and deflect that pass at the last second? Who can give Derek Stingley Jr. and Eli Ricks that 100% comfort? That's who I want. And so, we're not going to see who wins that position for some time, if ever. Don't get caught up in absences as well. There's been some talk about this guy's absent, oh my gosh, and people texting me saying, this guy's going to transfer because he wasn't there, oh my gosh, this guy's going to transfer. And I'm talking about actual nationally syndicated sources trying to tell me, it looks like another LSU guy is going to transfer. Here, look at this. And I'll say, this person wasn't at practice. And it's like, interesting. No, dumbass. They're taking tests. Okay? People are trying to inflict drama upon LSU at every turn. Don't let them. This team are going to get good. They're going to get better. Then they're going to get stronger. Then they're going to get faster. Then they're going to get more communicative with each other. Then they're going to start to really understand each other through these brutal weeks coming up here. And they're going to dial it up. This team could be extremely explosive on the offensive side of the ball. They could be a barrel house full of absolute whoop-ass on the defensive side. And on special teams, we have the best kicker in college football in Cade York. Nailed 6 field goals from 50-plus yards last year. You get that ball within the 36, 37 yard line, he's gonna kick that thing in. He's gonna nail it. Punter Peyton Todd, #1 punter in the nation, freshman coming in. We've had Zach Von Rosenberg for 4 years now, 5, whatever it's been. Can he be that guy? I'm not so sure. We haven't seen how a freshman punter pulls it off in the SEC at LSU for quite some time. But you know what? If there's anybody who's going to absolutely rocket the football as a punter, pin those people deep, pin those opposition deep, there's going to be one guy, and that's Peyton Todd. Peyton Todd almost has been like handpicked by Greg McMahon as the successor to Zach Von Rosenberg. And I think he's also going to wear Zach Von Rosenberg's number, if I believe so. It's pretty awesome. But I believe in Peyton Todd. You know, I don't think he's going to be 100% proven. You know, I think he does have that pedigree of being able to deliver at this level, but once again, freshman, we just have to see. I'll look into Peyton Todd and how he's doing more at fall camp. I'll get in on that. I'm gonna ask for some special teams tape coming here. But yeah, we'll try and upload the clips that we can. Thank you so much, and go Tigers.